This is what I look like after a 12 and a half hour shift on my feet the whole time. But anyway, I got home and my book of the month box was here. I am doing Veda this month. I don't actually know what the A stands for in that. I'm guessing it's like August or April or something, but I'm doing it for October because why not? So I got my box today and I want to show y'all the books that I chose and that I plan to be reading this month. So the first one is the debut author, and I haven't tried many of those this year, and that is going to be Sign Here by Claudia Lux, and the back looks really cool too. So this is actually one of the official book picks for this month, and I'll tell you a little bit about what it's about. A darkly humorous, surprisingly poignant, and utterly gripping debut novel about a guy who works in hell, literally, and is on the cusp of a big promotion, if only he can get one more member of the wealthy Harrison family to sell their soul. Peyote Trip has a pretty good gig in the deals department on the 5th floor of hell. Sure, none of the pens work. The coffee machine has been out of order for a century, and the only drink on offer is Jägermeister. But Pei has a plan, and all he needs is one last member of Harris family to sell their soul. When the Harrisons retreat to the family lake house for the summer, with their daughter Mickey's precocious new friend Ruth in tow, the opportunity Pei has waited a millennium for might finally be in his grasp. And, with the help of his charismatic co-worker, Calamity, he sets a plan in motion. But things aren't always as they seem, on Earth or in hell. As old secrets and new dangers scrape away at the Harrison's shiny surface, revealing the darkness beneath, everyone must face the consequences of their choice. So when I picked this book, I didn't even read the full summary. Like, I literally just read that he had a way to get out of hell. And so I'm really excited about this one. I love the book cover, and I just think it's going to be a good one. So I was excited to see it as one of the picks. I had also guessed that this was going to be one of the picks because they give you a little graphic and it had a trident on there. So I was like, I think this is going to be one of them. So yeah, I love it. Then we have the long-awaited release of the Kinkers, which, if you didn't know, was an add-on this month. So you had to go search for it. It wasn't one of the picks, but it was one of the add-ons. So I was like, there's no way they're not going to do the second book in the series, because they did the X-Hex, and of course, they did the Kinkers, so I've got my matching book of the month versions. And on the back it says love stories instead of the date. Aw, because a lot of times it just has the date, so that's kind of cool. But anyway, this is the second book in the series, but I will go ahead and read the blurb anyway, because these are kind of reading as standalones. The follow-up to Aaron Sterling's best-selling hit, The X-Hex, features fan-favorite Gwen and the spine-tingling, handsome Wells Penhollow as they battle a new band of witches and their own magical chemistry. Gwen Jones is perfectly happy with her life in Graves Glen. She, her mom, and her cousin have formed a new and powerful coven. She's running a successful witchcraft shop, Something Wicked, and she started mentoring some of the younger witches in town. As Halloween approaches, there's only one problem. Llewellyn, I think that's how you say his name, Wells Penhollow. Wells has come to Graves Glen to reestablish his family's connection to the town they founded and to make a new life for himself after years of being the dutiful son in Wells. When he opens up a shop of his own, Penhallows, just across the street from Something Wicked, he quickly learns he's gotten more than he's bargained for in going up against Gwen. When their professional competition leads to a very personal and very hot kiss, both Wells and Gwen are determined to stay away from each other, convinced the kiss was just a magical fluke. But when a mysterious new coven of witches comes to town and Gwen's powers begin fading, she and Wells must work together to figure out just what these new witches want and how to restore Gwen's magic before it's too late. So I never even read the full blurb of that because I knew after the X-Hex that I wanted to read it. Gwen was definitely my favorite side character from the X-Hex, so I'm excited about this, and none of that contains any spoilers for the X-Hex. So I feel like you could almost just go into the second book if you wanted to, and they'll probably reference some stuff in the first book, but I don't think you'll get super lost. And then the final one I did as another add-on. It's been out for a while, and my library even has it, but I felt like I wanted a copy simply because I really love the cover. And it'll make me kind of stretch myself a little bit as far as reading. And it just has fantasy reads on the back, but it was an official book club pick. I don't know what month, so I'm surprised that they did that. And usually they don't have anything like on the back other than the little heart, but this one does have some words there. But this is The Change by Kristen Miller. A gloriously sharp and funny modern saga about three women who discover that middle life brings a whole new type of empowerment, putting them on a collision course with the evil that lurks in their wealthy beach town. After Nessa James's husband dies and her twin daughters leave for college, she's left all alone in a trim white house near the ocean. In the quiet of her late 40s, the former nurse begins to hear voices. It doesn't take long for Nessa to realize that the voices calling out to her belong to the dead, a gift she's inherited from her grandmother, which comes with special responsibilities. On the cusp of 50, suave advertising director Harriet Osborne has just witnessed the implosion of her lucrative career and her marriage. She hasn't left her house in months. From the outside, it appears as if she and her garden have both gone to seed. But Harriet's life is far from over. In fact, she's undergone a stunning and very welcome metamorphosis. Ambitious former executive Jo Levinson has spent 30 long years at war with her body. The free-floating rage and hot flashes that arrive with menopause feel like the very last straw, until she realizes she can channel them, and finally comes into her power. Guided by voices only Nessa can hear, the trio discovers a teenage girl whose body was abandoned beside a remote beach. The police have written the victim off, but the women refuse to buy into the official narrative. Their investigation leads to more bodies and to the town's most exclusive and isolated enclave, a world of stupendous wealth where the rules don't apply. With their newfound powers, Jo, Nessa, and Harriet will take matters into their own hands. So, all I knew about this one was that people going through menopause got powers all of a sudden. And I was like, that sounds kind of cool. Also, I'm looking at the author's bio, and it says that she is a groundbreaking feminist author in YA literature, best known for her popular Kiki Strike series. In addition to writing novels, Kirsten spent 25 years as a strategist in the advertising industry. During that time, she worked for some of the largest agencies in the world, as well as boutique agencies and an 8-person startup. So I didn't know she wrote YA too, so that's kind of cool. So I will probably like the writing style then, because if it's similar to that, and it looks like it is a good portion of dialogue just from opening to a random page, that's a good sign. This is what I like to see a book look like on the inside. I like to see like 75% dialogue, 25% narrative, because I get bored if it's just you telling me everything. I want to like be in the story. So really appreciate that. This is the thickest book of all of them, coming in at a little over 460 pages. So it's a bit of a chunker. The Kinkers is the smallest book in this stack, so I think it'll be the quickest read. And if you didn't know, this author is actually Rachel Hawkins. she wrote this. It's just a pen name that she's using for these adult paranormal. I don't really know why she felt she needed one, but I mean, that's fine. But this one's 300 pages. And then the medium-sized, but still kind of a thick chunker, is Sign Here, which was the debut novel, coming in at 402 pages. So yeah, we've got a regular sized, and then a medium sized, and then a chunker. So I'm going to actually try to read all of these this month. We'll see how it goes. I did good last month. I read Other Birds. I did start Love on the Brain, but I don't think that it was the right timing for me to read it yet. Don't ask me why, because I was looking forward to it. I think it was just everyone talking about the book, and like a lot of negativity as well about surrounding like the author and stuff. Not that she did anything bad, just people not liking that they perceived her to get more advantages than were maybe due to her, but she didn't do anything, so I don't have any qualms about reading her book at all. But yeah, so I might read it this month. But aren't these cute? And they're all Halloween-y because we've got these old people getting magical powers. I say old, but I mean, if they're going through menopause, they're around my mom's age, so it's not like they're not really old. They're like late 40s, 50s. It's fine. And then we've got this one, which is, of course, the paranormal with a hell element. And then we've got the witchy paranormal with some romance. And it seemed like this one might even have some romance in it. And I didn't know that this one had a mystery thriller component. So, yeah. If I... This and Frankenstein, that's going to be an interesting reading month. But I will be giving y'all more of my official TBR for this month in later videos. And also, the last part is a bookmark. And this one looks so different than it normally does. Oh my gosh. So it says friend. So I finally unlocked the friend. And it says, welcome to the friend zone in a good way. We're so glad to call you a friend with benefits. So this means that I've gotten so many books from them, or so many boxes, something like that. I'm 2 boxes away from 12, which will make me whatever the biggest one is that you can get. And you get discounts and like a free item. And then at the end of the year, you get to pick from the book of the year selections or something. Which most of the books that I actually picked to buy were on the list of this selection. So I don't know if there will be anything new that I'm interested in, but we'll see. But yeah, when you become a friend, it takes forever. But when you do, then you get like $5 off of your add-ons. So instead of them being like $15 or $14.99, something like that, they'll be like $10.99 for your add-ons, if I'm right. But I also noticed that mine were already like $10.99 for an add-on, so maybe that they become $5.99 for an add-on. That would be amazing. I really need to like put the link for my book of the month in the description. So I will do that. And if you want to go get book of the month, everybody can be an affiliate just by sharing their little unique thing. And basically it's if you sign up for book of the month, then it allows me to get like a free credit, which is really cool because that means I could get like an add-on for free, but it doesn't change the cost or anything for you. And I believe the first month you sign up, it's like $9.99, and some months it's even like $5. It just kind of depends on when you do it. So if you've thought about book of the month, but you haven't done it yet, I highly recommend it. I've been using it for a year. Some months I do skip. If I'm not interested, I will skip. So there was probably like 4 months this year that I just was not interested. And then there's months like this month where I'm like, honestly, I could have picked almost all the books that they were offering. But instead I did one book and then an add-on and then like an older add-on. So yeah, but it's really good. All of the books that I've read from them so far have been 5-star reads, which is why I went out and I did a big book of the month book haul the other day from a used bookstore and got a bunch of book of the months for between like $5 and $7. So I'll definitely be doing a video about that soon, because I am doing a video every day, if you have any suggestions for me, or if you've tagged me in one of your tag videos, please let me know. I'm subscribed to a lot of people, and YouTube is not the best about having everyone's content pop up when I go to my subscription page. It tends to be like the same 10 people that I'm seeing. So I'm probably missing a lot of content. So yeah, if there's a video you really want me to watch that you've made, let me know so I can go check it out, because I watch a lot of YouTube videos. Even if I don't comment, I'm a big lurker. And so anyway, that's all I've got for you today, tonight. I'm going to go shower. I'm going to go ice my feet. I'm going to get in bed, and then I'll be back up again 4:30 a.m. in the morning, and won't be back until almost 8 o'clock at night. Because work is long and hard, and my feet hurt. But anyway, I will see you all in the next video. Bye!